Well, folks, I'm back with another Pinbot repair video here on this Williams System 11. It's got an issue with the lamps. The lamps are not working. The game is operating, it's doing its thing. The general illumination works just fine. You can see the one in the back. It's going through its instruction mode right now. So these general illumination will light up, but the lamps are gone. It's strange, to say the least. But I'm pretty sure I know what's wrong. We're going to just go into lamp test. So I'm going to go down here to this spot here and push this in and get into test. And we're in display test. So we can see all displays working. Yay. Sound test, all lamps. Now, all lamps should be firing right now. Not these general illumination lights that are up, but every single lamp, like in the grid here and the side lamps, they all should be beeping right now, or all should be flickering on and off, on and off. And I'm pretty sure that the motherboard is doing its job. And so, and if we go back in here, as the board to the inside here. Oops, I just pushed the flipper. The power supply is kind of my best guess right here. So these fuses right here, I'm not going to touch it, but the light. So these fuses are up in here. That fuse right there in the middle is what goes to the lamps. So I'm going to test that, and then I'm going to follow down to see there's connectivity, and then that sends power down to this plug right here with the purple wire, and it goes into these bridge rectifiers. And so I'm going to get the multimeter out and check connectivity on this and see what's happening. So I'll be right back. All right, I've got the machine off and I've got my multimeter here, and I've got it on diode test. So I hear a beep if we have connectivity. If we don't have connectivity, we'll hear nothing. So I've got hooked up my alligator clip for the red lead, and I got the black lead here. So I'm just going to tap right here, and yeah, we got connectivity there. So that fuse is good. You can get a little bit better with the resistance test, and I can check it right now. Actually, I'm going to switch it to ohms just for funsies. Should get like 0.02 or something like that. Yeah, that's fine. Sorry, bad taping. It's fine. So that fuse is good. I'm going to check the next one below it just because I want to, not because I have to. Yeah, that one's got, so I'm going to go back to diode test just so we can hear the beeping noise. It's just more fun that way. And you already hear the beeping noise. So that is basically good right there. So we've got, I'm really doing a bad job showing this video here. Let's get a better clippy do. Yeah, so we got connection there. So from the power supply, this is the output from the power supply to the lamps, focus, the lamps and the coils. It goes down to these bridge rectifiers. And over here, you see two fuses as well. These are two fuses I put in. So I've seen other System 11s where these are just wires. You can see where I cut and I put fuses in here on both this one and this one. I think this one controls the lamps and this one controls the coils. And if one of these bridge rectifiers fail, then there's nothing stopping electricity getting shot in the wrong direction. And it's kind of a flaw in the System 11. I saw a guy on Joe's Arcade, Ronnie. He's a genius, and he's like, put 8 amp fuses on here in case something fails. So I'm going to test both of these. If I can get my red clip onto there, and we'll see if this fuse is connected. Focus. That's better. Okay, so that fuse is working. And this is really good. taping, I'm sure. And I got that one on that bottom one. I got nothing. It does not work. That fuse is blown. So the fuses just don't die typically. They don't, fall apart. So this, I'm guessing that bridge rectifier right there is bad, and which means that fuse I put in there as a fail-safe did its job. It exploded or burnt up if that bridge rectifier fails. So I'm gonna take that one out, and if that one's bad, I might take both out because these are old, and just replace them both. But if that's bad, then well, I'm gonna take it out and see if it's bad. I'll be right back. All right, I've got the bridge rectifier out. We're gonna test it to see. We should see if we get it working or not. I am gonna start with negative. This is the negative lead. You got to put the positive lead on the negative terminal, and that right there is a short already. That is shorted. It shouldn't be shorted like that. This is a 0.4. Yeah, we already found our problem already. So you put negative on the positive here. That's 0.4. And that's 0.4. That's fine. But, yeah, that's shorted. So these two leads should not be shorted together here like this. If I do it over here on this good one, which is these two flat ones, should see 0.4. And that's good. All right, so this one's bad. And I had the fuse out too, just in case I took that fuse out that I showed earlier. No connection. Does not work at all. We put on the good fuse. All right, we got a good bridge rectifier and a good fuse. Let's go put it in the game. All right, I've got the new bridge rectifier in there. Good as new, so to speak. It wasn't an exact replacement of the old part. They discontinued that, surprisingly, considering it failed. I mean, it lasted 40 years, so I guess I shouldn't complain. But so I got a lot of mileage out of it. But hopefully that's a better one. It's supposed to be compatible, according to Marco Pinball. I tested the connectivity and everything. I've got a brand new fuse over there. Everything's wired up. But again, a reminder for those that have a Williams System 11, I think it's on 9 and 8 as well. If you have these bridge rectifiers here, get a fuse on them. Highly recommended, because if it didn't happen, this wiring will start to melt and plug, and you'd have to rewire your whole cabinet, and that's no good. You're gonna have to replace that if it fails anyways, right? You'd rather just replace a fuse rather than the whole wiring system. So that's the PSA on that. All right, I have not turned this on yet. I'm gonna take my light off. I have not turned this on yet. So if it works, we'll see this light field or play field light up. All the lamps should kick in, and that fuse should not blow again. So I'm going to zoom in on that, and we'll see if the fuse blows after I turn it on. See if I can get a good shot at it. I can't do it at the same time, so I'm gonna. No, we can. All right, tell me if it blows. It did not blow. And if we zoom out, we have a lit up play field, folks. Look at that. Fantastic. I did that one live too, so I did not turn this on before to see if it would work or not. So awesome. It works. Yeah, I see you too. So, all right, one bridge rectifier later, and we're good to go. Now I'm going to play a few games. You got to let it run for at least 20 minutes, something like that, just to make sure nothing goes bad. And just to let all it's running, I'm going to play a few pinball games. So, all right, successful fix. Thanks for watching.